And hope you all are doing well, and I'm here to cover the audio preview of four specific games. I'm not sure if I'll be able to cover these games live on Telegram, and hence I'm setting up previews for these to help you guys out. I'm covering this on Dream11 itself. So here you can see this is the first game of the day, Bangladesh versus New Zealand, and let's see who's in the offing in terms of the players for this specific game. And we saw that Bangladesh were not too good with the bat as far as the first game was concerned, and the kind of technique and running that they exhibited does not show up too many positives too. So first up from the keeping section, I've gone with Dhiman Ghosh. He was the only batter who looks slightly stable along with Alok Kapali, and Gareth Hopkins is going to bat quite low. So I guess that pretty much eliminates him unless you want keeping points. From the batting section, Ross Taylor and Aaron Redmond would be good picks, I feel. Neil Broom would again bat in the middle order. He's not batting in his general opening position, so makes him a little bit more difficult to pick. We will come down to the last batter after we pick up the all-rounders and the bowlers. So Alok Kapali, obviously you'll have to take from here because he was the one who actually looked stable with the bat for them. Anton Devchich bowled 2 overs and is going to open the batting. Good captaincy, vice captaincy candidate. Jacob Oram again didn't bowl much in the last game, but with the way Bangladesh batted in the top order in the last game, he becomes slightly difficult to drop because even if they play one or two rash shots against him, that's the game done. Abdul Razak was their best batter, and I can say to an extent their best ball hitter too in the last game. Shane Bond will somewhere open the bowling along with Hamish Bennett, so both of them become important for us. Now Bruce Martin will bowl in the middle order, and maybe it's worthy to take the risk on him because he will bowl against their best batters Alok Kapali and Dhiman Ghosh, and hence maybe it's worth the risk. And then maybe you can fit in Dean Brownlee so that you have that balance all around. And then your last pick becomes Dollar Mahmood, who is going to bat low, but he was decent with the ball. And with the lack of any options of riches, I think he becomes the best choice for you. Now, when you look at captaincy and vice captaincy candidates, I think Anton Devchich straight up becomes your captain. And if New Zealand are bowling first, then one of Hamish Bennett or Shane Bond. I think Hamish Bennett because he's come out of recent cricket, so I guess that gives him the edge. So this is what the team setup looks like for this specific game, and I don't think there'll be too many changes. So I think you can go with something pretty much similar. If New Zealand bat first, then you can consider any of their batters as grandly captaincy or vice captaincy candidates. Only one thing to keep in mind is Abdul Razak generally bowls 3 overs in the power play, so that could trouble one of Aaron Redmond, Dean Brownlee. So yes, that would be a GL matchup for you, but looking at overall form of Bangladesh, it becomes difficult for you to favor any of their guys in heavy proportions. So that is the setup for the first game. Then we look at the St. Kitts versus St. Lucia game. Here you have, I guess, more of default picks. For now, I've picked Andre Fletcher in the keeping section. Why? Because St. Kitts, I feel, have decent bowling to counter someone like Johnson Charles. They have two amazing spinners, and they have Dwayne Bravo and Dwayne Pretorius. So I think they should be able to counter Johnson Charles. From the batting section, Faf du Plessis. Darren Bravo batted decently in the last game, but I think Evan Lewis would take the pick for me. Devolve Lewis is a tempting option, but he's not really batting much. Now, one of Rutherford or Darren Bravo. For now, I'm picking Darren Bravo because he bats a number higher, and Rutherford doesn't seem to be getting the opportunity, although he did bowl a bit in the last game, so that might be a point of consideration for you. From the all-rounders, it's pretty straightforward. With us taking the risk on Johnson Charles, we can also easily fit in Roston Chase into this team. And St. Kitts, keep in mind, have a lot of left-handers. All these guys are left-handers, so that will help you make him maybe grandly captaincy if they're bowling second. And finally, from this section, Alzari Joseph, Rashid Khan and Dhananjay, all three pick themselves. Duan Jansen, if he's bowling first and there is any sort of help from the pitch, he can be an interesting choice for you. As far as captaincy, vice captaincy, it's pretty straightforward. Most people would favor the likes of Rashid Khan. If he's bowling second, I'll favor him too. But if his team is bowling first, then I'll go for Dwayne Pretorius and Dwayne Bravo, because even in the last game you saw, even though he didn't get too many wickets and there were economy points, the batsman had only one attempt, and that was to try and play him out and attack the rest of the batters. So if that happens, then it might make it slightly difficult for you to get fantasy value out of him even though in the real time game he would give his team a lot of value.